Pete's Pigskin Previews spotlighting 80 area high schools from 6-man to 6A as we get ready for the high school football season. Pete's Pigskin Previews are brought to you by Wayland Baptist University and Raider Pump and Supply.
What do you want to say about last year that kind of bumps into this year? Good first year under you for Estacado.
Yeah, it was a great year. Had some ups and downs, won some really close ball games. So I think we grew up and we learned from it. You know, the kids learned how to play from behind. You know, came back twice against Greenwood last year. Learned how to, you know, if you can get ahead, but if you don't pay attention, they will come back, you know, dealing with Andrews and some turnovers. And then we learned, you know, when you go in hostile environments, you know, like Brownwood, you got to bring it no matter what's going on. Got a playoff win under our belt, which is always good. And I really applaud those seniors. You know, we only had 7 or 8 of them. Bought in with a coach they didn't know, never met before, and, you know, left a good mark, you know, as winning the bi-district championship, going into college for those guys. So I was proud of the leadership they set and the tone they set, and it's showing for this senior class of 2024. You know, they were juniors. A lot of them, it was their first time ever playing varsity. They were nervous, and they grew up, and now they're leading the team. Now they're the ones running workouts and policing and making sure that these younger guys are doing what they're supposed to do.
What do you think the strength of the team is this year?
I'd say our senior class, you know, it's not one specific position group, but our seniors have set the tone. The summer workouts in the spring, the standard that our captains set, who are all 4 seniors, and, you know, they want to leave their mark on Estacado like they've heard of the great teams under Coach Kelly and Shavers and Cluley. They want to put their name up there with those guys. And just the leadership we've seen, and we joke as a coaching staff, you know, they say good teams, you know, coaches police them. Great teams, they police themselves. And, you know, we're having a couple of situations where the team is handling it before it even gets to the coaches. And, you know, we kind of joked that, hey, man, they're trying to figure it out. You know, you can see it. So I definitely be our leadership in our senior class.
When you look out on the field this year, what are the Estacado Matadors going to look like?
Going to look fast. You know, we're blessed with guys that can run really fast. You know, Coach Watson in our track program last year, we had guys go to state. All of them are football players. All of them are back. And, you know, just that emphasis on speed. You know, we have some size. We have some guys that are big and strong, but I think now they're in year 2 of the system. They understand the basics. We're not coaching something new to them. Now we're just reiterating the details. And they're picking it up, so they're a lot more comfortable, which means they can play faster. They're not thinking as much.
And, Coach, talk about your non-district schedule.
I mean, it's rough. You know, Greenwood is always going to be solid. They got a brand-new coach from Abilene Wiley, so we're going to see, you know, what he brings to the table. You know, they're scrimmaging the same night we are, so I'm anxious to get that film on Friday. Going into Dumas, it's always tough going up there. You know, they kicked our butts last year. You know, Coach Dunham, they do a great job. Those kids are bought in. And, you know, when we talk about culture, they were one of the schools we use as a representation. Those kids want to be Dumas Demons from the time they're 3 and 4 years old. They are bought in, and we want to get that. We want that same type of mentality here. Paladuro, Coach Mams, great friend of mine. Freshmen and JV were loaded last year. You know, we went toe-to-toe with them for about 3 quarters. You know, felt like we might have could have pulled it out, but, you know, you don't win on shoulda, woulda, couldas. Going in, we know West Plains, solid program. You know, played them last year under the flashing lights at Old Kimbrough. I still call it Kimbrough, I'm sorry. Levelland, Coach Leon's a good friend of mine. You know, it's going to be solid here. It's homecoming. Sweetwater going on the road. Tough team last year, even though they only won 1 game. You watched that first half against us last year. They hit us in the mouth, proed out some things we hadn't seen before. So we know the pre-district is going to get us ready because our district is tough. Anybody can win it, and we need those games. Dumas and Paladuro on the road, we need those games. We got to be able to play on those stages because come playoff time, every game's a road game. So.
And what's your assessment of district?
It's Brownwood's district until somebody beats them. You know, they swept the district last year. Hats off to those guys. Great team, great program. You know, the tradition there. And, you know, Gordon Wood, and, of course, our kids don't know who Gordon Wood is, but understanding, again, what it's like. They want to be Brownwood Lions their whole lives. So that's what they do. And so we know going in that we're playing against that tradition. And we got to build our own. You know, we got to build off the Lewis Kellys and Shavers and Cluleys and Coach Servans. And the East Side has a lot of pride, too. So going in, it's Brownwood's district. You know, hats off to them. If you want to be the guy, you got to beat the guy. So I think everybody's gunning for them, and we're gonna get everybody's best game. We know that. We play them here on a Thursday on TV. Hopefully, it should be a great game.
And then, Coach, what are the goals this year for the Matadors?
Goals this year, you know, of course, you know, we want to be undefeated. We want to win the district championship. You know, that's one of our goals is to win district, get back to that point where Estacado was a few years ago, where they were winning district championships, and then we want to make a run in the playoffs. You know, we've talked to these kids. You know, we told them the state championship game is December 15th at 11 a.m. Where are you going to be? The work you put in now decides how long you'll play in November and December. So our ultimate goal is to go to Cowboy Stadium and play. You know, it's been I believe 40 years since Estacado's played in the state championship game, 55 years since they won it. And I turned 40 this year, so I told the kids that'd be a great birthday present, to give Coach a state championship. But we're going to take it one game at a time. But our goals are to win district and then see how far we can take it in the playoffs.